vibe overall?
Something mentally wrong with him. I don't think he's like all the way there mentally. I think he's crazy.
Legit?
That's my opinion. Yeah, I think he's legit crazy. I think something really wrong with him, but that's what make him dangerous. I think them the guys is the most dangerous people. Them delusional, crazy people who want to be the best and want their spot at greatness. So I gotta respect it, but I think something is definitely off with.
When it comes to it, competition is competition, man. This is competition and currency, you know, and you can't be friends in this game. I don't see it. I think that's what makes them soft. It's what makes our era a little bit fragile. So I think the guys like myself that still carry that with the heart of a champion and holding the Ring Magazine world title, I think that maybe we have a different...
Shakur Stevenson didn't tiptoe around it in that live interview. No padding, no easing into it. He went straight for what he believes is the truth and addressed Teofimo Lopez head on. Calm tone, locked in eye contact, that kind of quiet confidence that hit.
that way.
But you're in my way.
The mentality is never going
But
to
you're
be
in
that
my way. But you're in my way. So
No.
I gotta move you out my way. That's how I look at this.
Nope.
Ain't nobody taking food off my table. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I'll tell you this, though, you bit more than you could chew,
It's cool. You can feel that way.
for sure.
But come fight night, you're gonna realize this is a lot different than being on the outside than being inside of there.
As they all say.
Okay. I'm slow, right?
Mentally.
Oh my God, mentally, okay. I'm talking about I'm slow in the boxing ring, right?
Mentally.
I'm talking about the boxing ring, what you was talking about. I'm slow, right?
Mentally.
Okay, you're gonna see. I promise you're gonna see.
Shakur flat out.
Shakur straight up says something feels mentally off with Teo. And no, he wasn't saying it as a diss. Fighters know exactly what that means. He described it as that kind of crazy, the kind of edge that makes someone dangerous because you never know when it might blow. Not trash talk, a warning. One of those moments where real honesty hits.
I'll be honest, I'm gonna be real honest. He was a lot better younger.
He was better when he was younger?
Especially at the JOs, yo, Junior
I was
Olympics when
whooping ass.
yeah, you were whooping feet, yo.
All right. He was crazy with it.
Yeah, he was mad nice.
You don't think he developed enough power or something?
It's not about the power. I think that he just focusing too much on one arsenal.
What, the defense?
Defense.
Yo, don't tell me too much because I don't want you to say that you told me the game plan, you gave this, so I don't want no excuses. Don't say too much.
All right, Canelo Crawford.
I could give him that. I could tell him all the game plans and everything. Because a true master in anything in boxing, the sport, you got to master yourself. You got to learn how to beat yourself. So if I give you all the tools on how to beat me, and I beat you,
I already know how to
can
beat you, bro.
nobody beat you.
What Shakur was really getting at is that unpredictability can be lethal if you know how to control it. But the moment the talk turned to levels, he didn't play games or soften the message. He flat out said if Teo ever got in there with Terrence Crawford, that's a fight that goes left for Teo, fast. No hype, no debate.
Crawford, names like that. How do you think he would do against someone like Terrence at this point?
I think he gets knocked out.
Can't even hang with him.
Yeah, he's too little. But it's too big for him.
Right. As far as skills, though, do you think he's on par with the likes of Terrence?
I'm not gonna say he's on the Terrence Crawford level of skills, but he's very skillful. He got.
What really makes this moment hit different is the contrast with the past. A throwback clip from December 2018 just resurfaced, showing genuine mutual respect between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, way before belts, pressure, and expectations warped the story. That respect was real back then, before the stakes got personal and...
The way he is, he's just technical, you know? He's very smart when he's in there. You know, he's still young. We're both the same age, 20 years old.
Because belts change everything. Pressure rewires relationships. That's why this rivalry feels layered and real, not some fake beef cooked up for clicks. It's rooted in familiarity, confidence, and two elite fighters who fully understand just how dangerous.
Or, you know, he's getting up there, so his name speaks for itself. You know, he's a 2016 silver medalist. So, you know, and one of the best in that far in the amateurs in USA. So it speaks for itself. Shakur Stevenson is here for the...
And then Crawford steps in, and this is where it gets unintentionally funny, because he gives that calm, respectful, great fighter nod, like he's acknowledging the moment. Then he casually turns right around and labels a Teo fight a trash fight. No emotion, no rant, just cold surgical honesty, like passing on leftovers without even opening the fridge. And when that comes from someone as sharp and respected as Crawford, girl, it hits way harder than...
Great. Trash. Great. Great. Great.
Right after Crawford drops those brutally calm takes, the energy somehow gets even more unhinged when Ryan Garcia jumps into the mix. Because Ryan talking boxing is always half breakdown, half group chat chaos. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, this is how fighters really talk when the cameras aren't supposed to be rolling. No suits, no filters, just bets being tossed around like it's poker night. And Ryan locking in Shakur Stevenson by decision. That's not casual at all. That's him saying this...
Going at it right now, but I do have you beating him. I do see that your style, he can't f with. Oh, sorry, damn, I cussed myself. My
And
bad.
you're on
Damn,
the
my
show.
bad.
That's the second night for you.
That's a fine, yo. That's a fine.
But there, I gotta say one thing, you know, Teofimo does got that you know, that rock on him. You know, has that one punch power. I see that, you know, you fought a little different with what's his name, Cepeda. Do you think you're gonna fight that same way, or it's gonna be a little different? I see it a little different, but
When I fight Teo, I'm gonna have to fight different that night. I could do it all, bro. I got so much things in my arsenal to where I could do everything that I need to do.
And honestly, I'm with him on the heart of that take. Teofimo doesn't bring the kind of non-stop pressure that forces Shakur into panic mode or has him cycling endlessly around the ring. Shakur isn't scared of floods. He's watching for lightning. 1 or 2 clean moments. And when Ryan says it gets ugly late, that's not shade, that's wisdom, earned the hard way. Once Shakur cracks the timing, girl, the puzzle starts falling apart piece by piece.
But don't even put pressure like that. How can he be on a pedal bike if he don't put no pressure, real pressure like that?
But Teo could crack a little bit.
Yeah, he could crack, but he's not a pressure fighter.
They
so
both got tough defense, though.
Yeah, Shakur just has to watch for a single shot here, single shot there. He's not going to worry about volume, coming forward, hard-hitting guys. He's going to be watching for 1, 2 shots at a time. Teofimo just doesn't put pressure like that for.
The funniest part is how sure everybody sounds while saying completely opposite things. They're talking legacy like it's history class, but the bets sound like lunch money. One camp swears Shakur dismantles him piece by piece. The other insists Teofimo eventually lands the breaker. Nobody budges. And when Ryan casually mentions that southpaw counter like it's checkmate, you can tell he's seeing a stylistic nightmare, not a viral highlight. Whether you're on board or not, this wasn't clout chasing. This was fighters debating inches, timing, and ingrained habits.
Yeah, that's just what it is. Unless he changes up his whole game plan and his whole fighting style. Which he possibly could and shock me. But at the end of the day, Shakur's gonna pick him apart. I can see it, bro. One, Teo don't even do good with counter punchers, and another thing, he don't even do good with southpaws. And now you got a southpaw counter puncher? Oh, bro, this is a bad matchup for Teo. Bad matchup. Bad matchup.
And then the whole vibe shifts the second Teofimo Lopez grabs the mic, because this is where confidence starts flirting with combustion. This isn't trash talk. This is Teofimo fully stepping into main character energy, talking about how eyes never lie, legacy being written live in real time, Madison Square Garden spoken about like it's his own personal proving ground. And honestly, girl, I understand it. When Teofimo says he's risking everything, no rematch clause, no safety net, that's not him posturing, that's conviction. He sounds relaxed, cracking jokes one moment, preaching greatness the next, like his mind is steady while everyone else feels the tension. He doesn't shy away from the chaos, he welcomes it. I'm just...
You have to make any stipulations that are of interest. Is there a rematch clause in this?
No rematch clause. We risk it all the time. No need for a rematch clause. Oh my goodness, man, this thing means everything to me. This is just another fighter, another column into my own pedigree, to my own style. This is what it is, you know. And what better way than here at Madison Square Garden? This will be number 10 fighting here in the Mecca. This will be number 5 in the big room. So I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful. And nevertheless, man, I want more. let's see who we get after this. We just got to keep it going, man. We not even in our prime yet. You know I said it earlier, but we...
That's classic Teo. When he's comfortable living in the unpredictable, that's usually when he's at his most dangerous. I also love how he keeps looping back to growth, footwork, lessons learned, real evolution. This isn't just about beating Shakur Stevenson. It's about leveling himself up all over again. And that underdog chip, yeah, it's back. He keeps questioning why boxing is always doubting him, why he's forever underestimated until the lights actually come on. The confidence isn't polished, it's raw, a little chaotic, but anchored in belief. And when he starts talking future paths and drops Devin Haney's name, you realize this isn't one night for Teo. This is a statement tour.
Boxing, be good at it. You want to be loved in boxing, be great at it, or be the best at it. But if you want to be hated in boxing, be the greatest at it. It's just point blank period, and I think that's what it is. And what it comes down to is that they got to bring a lightweight to come over here and try to take and dethrone Teofimo because they got no other options. I'm excited for this whole thing, and whether they get it right or wrong.
And then Abel Sanchez steps in, and the whole move snaps into focus. No vibes anymore, just chessboards on the table. That old school training mindset where feelings get checked at the door. He's basically saying this fight isn't about who talks louder. It's about distance, discipline, and who breaks character first. From his perspective, Shakur wins if he keeps it clean, controlled, and turns the ring into pure geometry. But girl, Abel don't let Teofimo off the hook either. If Teo gets cute and waits, you end up with a staring